Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present before you a video lesson of class 4th maths. The name of the chapter is Tick 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 and the competencies focused here are knowledge and understanding. The targeted learning outcomes are students will be able to know different parts of a clock and they will be able to understand how to tell the time. Let's start the lesson. Tick, tick, tick. So children, can you tell me where have you heard this sound tick, tick, tick? Yes, if your answer is a clock, then you are correct. We have heard this sound in a clock. Children, you must have seen a clock everywhere in your house, in your school, in any shop, and other places also. So, now can you tell me that why do we need a clock? Yes, because a clock tells us the time. That's why it is very important for us. Now, you must have understood that this lesson is related to time. But students, this is not the first time we are learning something about time. We have already learned some facts related to time in our previous classes also. Let us revise them first. In class 1, we learn different time periods of a day: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. In class 2, we had a basic knowledge about a calendar, like the names of the months of an year and the names of the days in a week. We also learned to read a timetable. In class 3, we got the knowledge of different units of time, which are seconds, minutes, and hours. We also came to know that 1 minute equal to 60 seconds and 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. Now let's see what we are going to study in this class. So we are going to start this lesson with a short story. This story is about Pamposh and Shazia. Pamposh and Shazia were discussing whose home is farther from school. Pamposh said, I have to walk for 5 minutes to reach school. Shazia said, I just walk for 2 minutes to reach school. Pamposh said, impossible. Your home is farther from school. But Shazia said, I checked my watch. I start for school at 7 o'clock. When I reach school, the minute hand points at 2. Now see what Shazia is trying to say, that when she started for school, it was 7 o'clock in this clock. And when she reached the school, the minute hand was pointing towards 2. That's why she's saying that she reached the school in 2 minutes. But tell me students, do you also think that Shazia is saying right? If you think that Shazia is right, I think you must also learn how to tell the time. Let's learn how to tell the time. Children, to know how to tell the time, we should first know about the clock. It is very important to understand the clock first. There are two important parts of a clock. The first part is the face of the clock. It has numbers written on it and you can also see some lines between these numbers. And the second important part of a clock is its hands. You can see here there are two hands in a clock. One is a shorter hand and the other one is the longer hand. face of the clock. Let's discuss it in detail. Here you can see that the face of the clock has 1 to 12 numbers written on it. You can also see 60 small lines, which includes one bold or longer line after every 4 lines. Now, if you see this clock, you can see that there are 1 to 12 numbers written on it, and between these numbers you can also see some tiny lines, and after every 4 lines there is a bolder line which is represented by a number. Number 12 is written at the topmost center of the clock. At the bottom, 6 is written exactly opposite to number 12. If you see here that this number 12 is always written at the topmost center, and in any clock you will find this number is written here only. You can never find this number written somewhere else like here, here or here. You will always find 12 written at the topmost center, and exactly opposite to that you will find the number 6. Let's talk about the hands of the clock. You can see that there are 2 hands in this clock. A clock has 2 hands. Some may also have 3. You must have also seen any clock which has 3 hands. But right now in this chapter we are going to learn about only 2 hands, which are the hour hand and the minute hand. The shorter hand is hour hand. It tells which hour is running. The longer hand is minute hand. It tells how many minutes have been passed. Hour hand. The numbers from 1 to 12 on the face of a clock represent the hours. If you can see in this picture, the numbers written on the face of the clock from 1 to 12, they represent the hours. When the minute hand takes a full round of the clock, the hour hand moves from one number to the other. When you can see here, when the minute hand is completing a full round of this clock, the hour hand is also moving from one number to the other, and that's how the hour hand also takes the full round of this clock. Hour hand takes the full round of a clock 2 times a day. Thus there are 12 plus 12, 24 hours in a day. So this hour hand also takes the full round of the clock 2 times a day. Starting from 12 at the midnight, it takes its first round till 12 in the noon, and starting from 12 in the noon, it completes its second round at 12 in the midnight. So that's how it makes 12 plus 12, 24 hours in a day. To read the hour, we need to see that the hour hand is pointing to which number. Now when we want to read the hour, we need to see that the hour hand is pointing towards which number. Here the hour hand is pointing towards 8, so we can say that it is the 8th hour. But when we have to tell the time to someone, how will we read it? When the minute hand is at 12, we can read the time as hour plus o'clock by looking at the hour hand. Here you can see that the minute hand is at 12. So whenever the minute hand is at 12, we call it o'clock. So when we need to read this clock, we will say that it is 8 o'clock, because the hour hand is at 8 and the minute hand is at 12. We will read it as 8 o'clock. Now let's read the time in complete hours. Let's start from this clock first. Here you can see the hour hand is at 12 and the minute hand is also at 12. So we can read this time as 12 o'clock. Then when the hour hand is at 1 and the minute hand is at 12, we will read this time as 1 o'clock. Here when the hour hand is at 2 and the minute hand is at 12, we will read it as 2 o'clock. When the hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 12, we will read it as 3 o'clock. Can you read this time now? The hour hand is at 4 and the minute hand is at 12. So we will call it 4 o'clock. Here in this watch it is 5 o'clock. You can see here that the hour hand is at 6 and the minute hand is at 12. So it is 6 o'clock. Here in this clock you can see it's 7 o'clock. This clock is representing 8 o'clock. Now in this clock the hour hand is at 9 and the minute hand is at 12. So what we are going to read it? We will read it 9 o'clock. When the hour hand is at 10 and the minute hand is at 12, it will be 10 o'clock. And when the hour hand will be at 11 and the minute hand is at 12, it is 11 o'clock. So now I hope that you must have understood how to read the time in complete hours. But it is important to know how to read the minutes also. So let us begin to understand the minute hand. Minute hand. The tiny lines between the numbers in a clock represent the minutes. Here you can see that in this watch there are some tiny lines. If you count these lines, you will find that they are 60 in numbers. When a minute hand is at 12 and it moves to this first line, we will say that it has completed 1 minute. When it will come here at the second line, it will complete 2 minutes. Then here it will complete 3 minutes. Here it will complete 4 minutes, and when it will reach to 1, it will complete 5 minutes. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, here it will be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, at 3 it is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, here it is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and at 5 it is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and at 6 it is 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and at 7 it is 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and at 8 it's 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, at 9 it is 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, at 10 it completes 50 minutes, 51, 52, 53, 54, and when it reaches 11 it completes 55 minutes, 56, 57, 58, 59, and at 12 it completes 60 minutes. Now we have already seen that as there are total 60 minutes in a clock, and when a minute hand completes a full round of the clock, the hour hand moves to next number. Thus it means 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. So we have already counted these lines, and here they are represented like this. So there are 60 minutes in a hour, because we know that when a minute hand completes a full round of a clock, the hour hand moves from one number to the other. That's why we have come to know that 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. Now when we were counting these minutes, you must have seen that at 1 the minutes were 5, at 2 they were 10, at 3 they were 15, at 4 they were 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and so on, 60. So if I'll ask you to observe some pattern among these numbers. Can you observe that? Just think, is there some relation between all these numbers? Yes, if you are able to observe that this is the table of 5, then you are right. So here you can see that we can easily know how many minutes a minute has completed by knowing the table of 5. Just look at this picture. It is representing how we can use table of 5 for telling the minutes. See, here at 1, when we say that 5 into 1, it will give us 5. That means at 1, the minute hand completes 5 minutes. Then 5 into 2 equals to 10. So at 2, the minute hand will complete 10 minutes. Then 5 into 3, 15. At 3, it will complete 15 minutes. 5 into 4, 20. It will complete 20 minutes when the minute hand is at 4. And when the minute hand is at 5, you can simply do 5 into 5, that is 25. If the minute hand is pointing towards 6, you can say 5 into 6, that means 30 minutes. When the minute hand is at 7, you can multiply 5 into 7 and it will give you 35. Then 5 into 8, 40 when the minute hand is at 8. Then when the minute hand is at 9, it will be 5 into 9, 45 minutes. And at 10, it is 5 into 10, 50 minutes. At 11, it is 5 into 11, 55 minutes. And here at 12, it will be 5 into 12, 60 minutes. Okay, so we can easily use the table of 5 for telling how many minutes have been completed or have been passed. Now let us practice some questions. Now let me give you some examples so that you will be able to read the minutes in a clock by using the table of 5. Let's see these examples. In the first clock, you can see the hour hand is at 2. The minute hand is at 1. For the hour, we will write here 2. And for the minute, we will do 5 into 1, that is 5. So the time is 2:05. Here, you can see when the hour hand is between the two numbers, like it is between 8 and 9. So we will always take the previous number because the hour hand has not reached 9 yet. So we will take the previous number. So for the hour, we will write here 8. And for the minute, we will say 5 into 5, that is 25, because the minute hand was at 5. So it is 8:25. In this watch, you can see the hour hand is at 7. So we will write 7 here. The minute hand is at 2. We will write 5 into 2, 10. So it is 7:10. Let's come to the next one. It is, you can see here that the hour hand has not yet reached 4. It is between 3 and 4. So we will write 3 here. Okay. So we will write hour as 3. And for minute, we can say that 5 into 10 equals to 50. So this is 3:50. Now in this clock, you can see that again the hour hand is between 11 and 12. So we will take the previous number. We have written 11 here. And for the minute, we will say 5 into 9 equals to 45. So this is 11:45. In this watch, see, 7 is the hour hand is at 7 and the minute hand is at 6. So for the hour, we will say 7, and for the minute, we will say 5 into 6, that is 30. So this is 7:30. If we'll see here, the hour hand is between 2 and 3. So we'll take the previous number. So we are going to write 2 here. And for the minutes, we will say 5 into 8 because the minute hand is at 8. 5 8s are 40. So it is 2:40. Now here it is the complete hour because the minute hand is at 12. So we will call it, we will see where the hour hand is, and it is at 3. So we will call it 3 o'clock. In this picture, you can see our hand is between 8 and 9. So we'll take the previous number and write 8 here. And the minute hand is at 10. So we will say 5 into 10, that is 50. So it is 8:50. Then when the hour hand is between 12 and 1, we will again take the previous number, which is 12. And for the minute, we are going to take 5 into 7, that is 35. So it is 12:35. Here the hour hand is at 11, so we will write 11 here, and the minute hand is at 3, so we will write 5 into 3, 15 here, and the time is 11:15. In the last example, you can see the hour hand is at 5, the hour hand is between 5 and 6, so we will take 5 as the complete hour. We have written 5 here, and for the minute it is at 4, so we will call it 5 into 4, that is 20. So this clock is showing 5:20. Now I hope that you must have understood how to read the minutes also. So let us start with the exercise. I am giving you some practice questions. You can see here that 3 friends read time from a clock. Who is right? Here you can see that there are 3 clocks here, and 3 friends are trying to read the time from them. In this first clock, the hour hand is pointing towards 3 and the minute hand is pointing towards 12. You have to tell that who among these friends is telling the correct time. Okay, so you have to do it yourself. In this clock also, you have to tell who is telling the correct answer, and in this also you have to see that who is telling the correct answer. Okay, this is your homework, you have to do it yourself. Then here also you just need to draw the hands in a clock by looking at the time which is given here. It is 3:10. So looking at this time, you will make the hour hand and minute hand in these clocks. This is also your practice work. Now let's move on to the third question. How long will it take the minute hand to move from here to here? You can see that here the minute hand was at 7 and the and here the minute hand reached 10. So you need to tell that how many minutes it took to reach from here to here. So you just need to count how many minutes this minute hand has covered. So if it has moved from 7 to 8, it has completed 5 minutes. Then again from 8 to 9, it again completed 5 minutes. Then to reach 10, it again completed 5 minutes. So it has completed 5 minutes 3 times. So we'll say 5 into 3, that is 15. So the answer is 15. Here again you can see that in this question also, if the minute hand starts from 8 and it has to reach 12, you can see that it has gone through 9, 10, 11 and 12. You just need to count these 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when it has moved 4 numbers, so we'll say 5 into 4, that is 20. So the answer is 20 minutes. Okay, now these 2 questions you will do by yourself. Next question is, draw where the hands will be. You need to tell that where the minute hand and hour hand will be. Here you can see that the direct timings are not given to us. You have to make the timings. So it is written 20 minutes after 6 o'clock. So you have to tell what will be the time 20 minutes after 6 o'clock. So for 6 o'clock you can write 6 here, and then 20 minutes after 6 o'clock you will write 20. Okay, so the time is 6:20. Now looking at this time, you can easily show the hands here that hour hand will be at 6 and the minute hand will be at 4, because 5 into 4 is 20. Okay, now the other 3 questions you will do by yourself. Now I'm giving you some questions for thinking practice. Here what you have to do, you just need to guess how many minutes can these activities take, and then you have to check it at home also. So you must have seen your mother boiling 1 liter of milk, filling a bucket and sweeping your room. So now you just need to guess how much time these activities are going to take, and then you have to check actually how much time they take. Okay, so in the next question you can see that the minute hand started from 2. How many minutes will it take to come back to 2 again? You have to see that if the minute hand is starting from 2 and it is again taking a full round and coming back to 2, how many minutes it's going to take. Okay, just think and you will get the answer. What happened to the hour hand? Does it also move? And at that time when the minute hand is moving from 2 and again coming back to 2, at that time does the hour hand move or not? How long will it take to move from one number to the next? And you have to tell that how long it takes an hour hand to move from one number to the other. Okay, this we have already discussed in this video. Look around you and list the activities that take about 1 hour to complete. Now you have to look around yourself in your house and see that what are those activities which take more than 1 hour or around an hour to get completed. Okay, so thank you everyone for listening to this video, and this was the first part of this lesson. For the second part of the lesson, I am going to bring to you another video. Okay, so till then, take care and bye. Thank you.